Hello and welcome to another Elite Arena. It's going to be 1+1 today, and there's still normally there's $50 on the line, but Fumitalk's winner of last week decided to give his prize money back to the organizer or the sponsor, JK the Bullfrog. So therefore the bounty for first place now is $100. And we have a very strong crowd already, where I'm seated number 10, and I expect more people to join shortly. Even, yeah, there you go, Chicken Crossroad just joined, and maybe some more will join after the tournament has starts. So yeah, we'll see what we'll manage to get here. I don't think I'll berserk much. Usually 30 seconds is a bit too short, especially when facing 1+1, but we'll see. And well, for the rest I just try to get some good Crazyhouse in. Okay, and we have Dove it first. Who is playing usually a bit stronger than his rating, I believe. So let's try this setup. Go for knight g5. Since the bishop is on e6, it's a bit awkward. Covering h3 as well. Okay, so let's go bishop at b5 now, because he will probably go for some knight f5 ideas. And now I can take here and go knight at e5 and claim a strong center. Okay, let's go here. If bishop takes, I'll take on c6 first. Okay, now I'll definitely take. Let's go knight c5, threatening the queen. And next e4. He can take on d4. I was thinking about taking on e6. I think it seems okay. He has some nice knights though, looking at my position, but this knight is also defending. And I can take on g7 maybe. Maybe he missed this knight also defending here. And he has to watch out for pawns here and knight here as well. Okay, let's go pawn at f7 to break up the rook coordination, because this square is covered and the king is safe on h2. And he cannot take the rook really because of knight at d8 stuff. Okay, now there should be some mate here. Let's go rook at d8. Pile up on f8, and then, yeah, that's mate. Taking twice on f8 will mate him. Okay. First game in the back. So Yasugi next, who will probably berserk. Yeah, he's one of the few people who probably gets away with this. We have seen in a previous arena he did get away with this berserking. So I'll just try to be solid somehow and make him use time. So that way I can maybe gain enough time to beat him on the clock. Okay, already I have an okay position. I mean, it looks even like I'm fine on the position here. Because G2 is just really weakened. And yeah, this is going good so far. Probably knight at f6, yes. So I'll take, go knight at h3. And now at least we'll have enough checks, but we'll have to do them fast as well, because he will pre-move a lot. Let's just check him for time reasons. I could have played that better, but I was just focused on the clock there and not losing. Alright, PKNM. So that's 2 quick wins. Let's cancel quickly. Actually, I played knight c3 a bit too soon there, because he could have profited from my move order with knight e4 earlier, and then you cannot really castle in a normal way. Okay, let's go bishop f4. I'm fine with trading some or sacrificing a piece there for some pawns to work with. And there's also this idea of taking the rook and then knight at f6 after that. So basically you cannot take here. I'll take with the rook, so that if he takes back I have a free pawn, which is very threatening, so he has to deal with that right away. And then maybe rook at c8 comes. Oh, he wants to attack immediately, so he will allow me to promote. Let's promote then. And rook at h2 looks a bit too much to accept, and also the bishop is nice to use on the attack there. Let's go pawn at f2 to be safe, and knight at c6 can follow after to attack here. He might try pawn at d2 to lure away my queen. Okay, he's going for this. Knight at c6, really threatening. Checkmate, basically. Well, maybe he can run, but probably not. So rook at d7 runs into rook at e7. Okay, I'll take, because remember this is a pawn, so he will only get a pawn for that. Okay, now I can take here. Oh, he takes that with check. I missed that. I might survive though. Knight is also covering f3, so that's important. Let's go pawn here, threaten mate. Because yeah, he was low on time, so he had to deal with that threat. And then he ran out of time. Okay, actually, this is of course a good start. But I think that was also because my first game was against a lower player, since I was lower seeded. So the top guys are playing each other in the first game, so they won't get a quick streak. While I had the chance of getting a quick street myself. Okay, let's castle here. Let's play for f5. Because knight takes g7 is anyway gonna come. I may have messed this up, this line. This is basically nothing. I just CIW should have this game in the pocket. This was a weak opening by me, and he should be able to convert this comfortably, I'd say. Now already pawn at g7 probably wins. Yeah, that should win with white knight here and the bishop here. So probably he's going to sack the rook and then he gained another pawn. He's just gonna play it like this. Okay, let's resign. Queen at g8 was unstoppable, basically. Mating me. Okay, so first loss there. But at least we got the multiplier once, so that's nice. But yeah, really strong tournaments. Okay, Legion. Let's play this a6 stuff. There you go. It's basically the only point is that it's not allowing bishop b5, which I did in previous game against CIW. Let's go h5. Let's keep the king in the middle. Try to attack using these two squares. Let's take on d4 and go pawn at e2 maybe. Okay, I'll have to take now. And I think I'm going to take this as well. Yeah, and then knight f3. Winning the queen, and I don't think he has a mating pattern there. I could be wrong, but we'll see what he comes up with. Because this square is covered, that's really important. Knight at d8 I'll take, and I'm threatening mate myself. Okay, so yes, this is possible. Maybe pawn at g6 is coming. I think I probably should take this with, I'll take with the king and run here. Now he's covered mate, so that's nice play. But he cannot sacrifice here. I'll take pawn at g6, I'm fine. So we need to threaten mate again. I ran into mate, I guess. Maybe perpetual. Yeah, perpetual check. Okay, I missed that one. But he maybe he had something more, but he was so low on time he went for the perpetual check. And that's that's rare in Crazyhouse, a draw. But usually it does occur, or when it occurs, it does occur via a perpetual check. Okay, so Fumitox, very strong player. when he's playing seriously, I think he's much better than 2400. So hopefully we don't catch him in one of his more laid back moments. Let's take with the pawn and try to create stuff on f6. Let's just go for this immediately. He's threatening f2, but I'll just ignore that. Maybe he should have gone bishop at d4 there. That's something I allowed, but probably should not have allowed. Trying to get my knight into play somehow, as well as threatening bishop at d4, trade e5 ideas. Okay, so he's covered against that. Now knight at h3, just king h2. And he has to watch out for knight at h5 himself. Okay, I'll take here. It's a bit scary, but it should be okay. I thought I was going to get queen d4, but I just in time realized this bishop still being here. Okay, let's go pawn g5 and knight at g4. I'm one pawn short for mating if he runs back to h8, but well, at least it got him thinking for a while. Probably just king f6, yes. But now I'll take e6 with check. It's dangerous, and I'm sort of relatively safe back home. Knight here. If he takes with the bishop, there's pawn at d7. Take the bishop first. Yeah, now my queen comes to d5, which is checkmate. Okay. Happy with that attack. It's that's the nice thing about this 1+1. People don't really have time to call your bluff. And if they do calculate, it probably cost them the most of their time. So I'm fine with that. Okay, let's go bishop d2. Because knight e4 is slightly annoying. Okay, let's just develop. With pawn at e4, there's some queen c4 ideas. Queen c5, b5 I mean. Sorry. And now with pawn at e4, probably just queen d2. And queen d4 I was thinking. Seems okay. Because now at least I'm threatening queen takes f8. So he spots that. Now I'll take the knight, I guess. Let's go pawn at g7 in between. It's not an easy position for me to play though, but I'm a bit of time. That might help. See a trade, and now there's some knight at c3 threats, as well as knight at f2. Let's go queen h5. Because queen takes f7 should be very strong. Knight at f8. Should watch out giving away a pawn though. Let's go b3 and hopefully survive this. Queen takes. I lost on time. This was a really tense game, and bishop f6 was strong. He may have been winning there, but well, maybe there's king a3. I don't think he queen a5 wins then. Okay, so I have to block, and then I lose. Okay, so he was winning after bishop f6. But nice game versus GSVC, who is the clear tournament leader so far. Legion the finisher and Bullfrog also above 10 points, but expecting to see Chicken and Fumi talks there as well very soon. Okay, let's try the Berserk game against the 2100 player. We'll see. Okay, 3 knights in a row. Doesn't really help me. Maybe pawn at e3 is better. Okay, this is nice. Bit of repeating, but basically good repeating for me. Ah yeah, this knight is blocking. Forgot about that. So yeah, berserking ain't gonna work. That's for sure. Well, maybe he's giving me too much now. Ah, yeah, I got him. Wow, that's tense. that's what Yasugi is basically doing every game, and then way better, of course. But that's really tough. All right, David. Let's go for a6 again. I like this system lately, where you go d5 and not allow any bishop b5. Let's go bishop f5. Let's see what this setup brings instead of slightly different one. Okay, he's just dropped a piece. He can take d5. Okay, he's not even taking d5. Thinking about sacking the queen, but on g2, but he had enough, I guess. And now I can just sit back and deploy my extra pieces, and then I should be better. So bishop at h5, bishop at e4, covering these pawns, and then maybe the knight on one of these two squares. So he wants to trade. I'll just pile up on f3. I guess. Now he put the knight on f4 harassing here, so I'll immediately took. Okay, and he decided to sack the queen. This is, I can just leave this b because I have a strong mating attack. And even now an extra bishop helps me for attacking g2. Okay, this is something he shouldn't have done, because now knight h4, queen at f3 or g2 if he ran back would have been mate. Okay, GSVC also lost his first game. Legion hasn't lost yet, he only drew me. He beat GSVC, very strong. The finisher also a good start. See who else is playing. Bughouse Knight is playing. Mario Orton also 2400. A lot of strong players are joining today. So yeah, GCC seems to be the favorite of the first half hour, but well, 2 points. Nothing decided yet. It's basically in 1+1 low berserk rate is just how efficient you get your streaks. For example, here PKM won 5 games, but he hasn't gotten the multiplier. Do join Dutchy if you are up to playing. It's fun, but watching is also fine. Alright, Chicken Crossroads, who I haven't played that much against, but you can tell by his rating he's a strong player. And he might, if I win my next CWC game, he might be my next opponent. So this is an early taster, so to say. I expect him to sack on f2. Maybe he'll trade first and then sack on f2. Because now the rooks are connected and he can just take back with the rook. Okay, so let's go bishop at d4, cover e3. As well as threatening to take on g7 and some pawn at f6 ideas I was going to say. But he defends and counters. Nice move, knight at h5. I'll sack anyway. And go e4, let's be very aggressive. And if he takes, I'll just step aside and hope that I have enough here. Think I can take back, and he doesn't have that much pieces in hand, so maybe bishop at d4 comes. And queen here. Okay, no queen there. Okay, so rook e2, preserving the rook, being safe on g2 somehow. But this looks really lost. let's take. Go rook at g4 for a check at least. Ah, he's got me. Well done. Low on time, but it was not that hard anymore. He got into a good position already. Okay, below me. Let's see. It's going for an early bishop b4. Hey, Sleipnir. Yeah, I felt like it was a game with chances for me indeed. You're right. Okay, now he's giving me time to develop this game. So that's nice. Could have gone for knight e4 maybe, but I'll let him take if he wants. Okay, now knight e4. And pawn to g3, just almost winning the queen here. The queen maybe comes to h5 soon. Some pawn drop here. It's just looking really good. If he takes here, I'll take with the knight and threaten all kinds of things. Now maybe I have knight f6. I'll take first because I have knight f6 after, and if he decides to trade queens, knight f6 should be made. Or queen at f6. And rook at g7. Okay, that was a nice game. So yeah, really close field. Very strong tournament so far. And Legion also suffering his first loss. So that's fun, that's nice, exciting to watch. Okay, JK the Bullfrog, who have just as weak. He's very strong, I was going to say, but the main point is that he has he's very dangerous with white. This was a slip. I meant to play d5. But alright, we'll go with it. Let's see if we can make something of this. Let's go rook g8. But this is already looking very, very bleak for me. Going pawn at f6 since he was threatening to take here, and then I would have lost. But now queen h5 surely. Okay, next game. This is just it's not over yet, but I was definitely going to lose that one. So just let's focus on the next one. Alright, Fumi talks again. It's not. I would have preferred white against JK the Bullfrog. I feel like I have a more of a chance against him with white than compared to other players. He's just so strong with white. Okay, Fumitok's probably contemplating if he should sack the queen here. Deciding against it. Okay, let's take and repeat. Basically gaining a tempo. This knight on d6 is very strong, so I'll try to arrest that. And then maybe get the bishop on this diagonal afterwards. Because he's going to attack me there, probably with some knight at g6 ideas. But he's not there yet. Okay, d4 is lost. So let's just try to be quicker. He can take on e2 and then go pawn at f3. Maybe he has pawn at h3 here. Yeah, he does. Or at least he feels like he does. Okay, let's go rook at d7. Let's see if we can work something out here. Yeah, now I have queen at e8. Okay, this is enough. Pawn at f7, and then he has to move to h8. That's nice. He probably was too much focused on attacking. With that pawn at h3 was very strong. If his king was safe, he could have. If I take it, he wins with bishop at g2 ideas. Okay, let's focus, because these are the games I really need to win if I want a chance at the top spots. Let's go c5 here, because knight c6 just queen d7. Okay, let's take. And take again, I guess. Yeah, I'll sack on f2 if he threatens. Well, this is a nice idea. Yeah, well spotted by him. I missed this, and now I'm probably worse. Yeah, I'm definitely worse. He may have messed it up a bit here though, because now there are some ideas concerning here, so he might have to compromise a bit. Let's block with the bishop, preserve the rook. Because now rook at e2 is threatening mate. Ah, it's my move. Let's see if it's mate. Let's probably starting with this pawn move is wise. Okay, queen e2 and winning this. Knight f3 looks interesting, but probably first this and then knight f3. Because if you take, queen takes f2, and if you don't take, I take the rook. If this is all correct, it's a very very nice execution, I'd say. Blocking the retreat square, and then I take the rook. And then I win. I'm really happy with this one. I hope it's all correct. Like there's no refutation or defense there. Yeah, nice one. Bishop at f4 was really important. Okay, Fumitux again. Fumitux must be bummed out that I get white against him 3 times in a row. But I guess he had white against some other players. Okay, let's go knight at h5. And bishop f4, just trading a bunch of pieces. This bishop is usually there's a knight at f5 coming, and it's usually just annoying, so just trying to trade it off early. Okay, let's go rook c1, covering this, preserving bishop in hand. Just trying to maintain the material. And now we'll go c4 and maybe d5. That's a nice blocking move. Okay, I'll sack materials and to go in on e6. Win the queen back or take c7. Queen c8 is possible, but probably a bit freaky. And I have a lot of pawns and he only has a knight and queen, so I can probably break here. And my king is, well, probably very safe. Let's go on f7. King d7 loses, so yeah, he has to go here. Pawn at knight at g5 to follow. If he takes. Now there's rook at h8, very threatening. Okay, let's go rook here. Going for rook e7 or knight takes if he takes. I missed a quicker mate, Sleipnir. Thanks for checking, by the way. Okay, that's a little that's a little smudge on the game then. Yeah, queen here. I have to move a bit quicker. I'm lagging out, I guess. Just in time, reconnected. Okay, now I have him. Oh, I pre-moved wrong there. But still, my king is very safe, so should be okay. Oh, there was something wrong there in the with my connection or something, but just in time it went back. Okay, so chicken crossroad very strong, only 1 loss. Legion 6 points ahead, nice performance. Okay, bughouse knight. Let's play this knight c6 e5 system. where you just leave the pawn on d6 for a while, and you just try to get an attack on the dark squares. Okay, I'll need a bishop now, so I'll just don't go knight f4 yet. Now it sort of forced me to go knight f4. Okay, interesting so far. Probably white is better here. Bishop at f5, nice move. Okay, so a castle. Because d7, my king is safer here than on e8, I think. Okay, just putting a pawn back on g7 for safety. But probably he's better here. Let's just push some pawns. Let's see what he comes up with. Okay, losing the bishop. I'll take the knight first if he takes my bishop. Okay, now there's some tricks if he takes with knight c2. Okay, he spots it. And now I'm just losing a lot of material. Pawn at h7 is mating me. Okay, well executed. Okay, that's too bad because I was on a streak again. And we have Fumitux again with white. Okay, let's repeat. Every time he's playing it slightly different. Let's put a rook on c1, just anticipating any bishops coming here. Okay, now I'll sack. Probably this sacrifice wasn't so good. I probably have to go c4 first. I'll go c4 now if he allows it. He might go knight at e3 and then I'll take. Okay, he doesn't go for that. Then we'll just try to pile up on f6 and h6 as well. So bishop g7. Let's go queen d2. No, queen d2 is hanging a piece. Bishop takes e5. Okay, he missed, luckily for me. Let's bring the queen back to cover g3. And maybe next push d5. Let's go for d5. Because now he has created some holes. On the light squares, and h7 is weak, f7 is weak. And I'm sort of okay, I guess. Okay, let's go here first. If he takes, I'll take the rook, and then I'll take back. Queen at h7 is huge now. Now I'm threatening this rook as well. Let's try to take this bishop. Because now I can take the knight. That's nice. Okay, this is mating. Okay, happy with my play with white against Fumitox. Okay, thanks for checking, Sleipnir. He's just saying the game against below me wasn't as good as I thought. Okay, let's play something. Which probably is a bit out of fashion. Okay, let's trade. Go knight a6. To cover knight at c7. He might have pawn at b5. And if queen at e5, he goes queen at e2. Okay. Oh, this was a brain fart. Okay, resigns. I had to go cover f6 first, but I already did that in my mind. Okay, let's see. So JK the bullfrog now, after that throw by me, he is on 40, and Legion has been pulled back for a bit. And GSVC is also not getting on a streak. So yeah, still chances, but JK the bullfrog and Check and Crossroads seem to be going to be the winners of the first hour. And we have variants only. He was berserking against me, but that I'm just not going to berserk back. 30 seconds is too hard for me, especially against a known quick player like him. Okay, he's playing this a5 rook a6 game, which is called the Rover, and the idea is that players have a hard time proving that the rook doesn't really it isn't really that bad for black, that the rook has been lost. Okay, let's go f4. Oh wow, he wants to give up the rook. Okay, now I've knight at h8. Pawn here and sacrificing, or bishop at f6. Okay, that's nice. I feel like I play this sometimes against Legion Destroyer, who also plays these a4 rook a3, that pushing the h pawn is a nice way to deal with it. Alright, we have the blaue Sau here. Let's go bishop g4. Let's just copy. Let's go knight e6 now. Okay, now I can push on e3. I think this is not the way to go for him, but we'll see. Let's take once and push then, because now pawn d2 is really strong. And my knight is covering c5, so if he takes, I think I can just take back. Let's see, pawn at d7 should be fine for me. But there might be some queen sacrifice on we'll see how he plays it. The knight is covering some important squares, so queen at d5 isn't possible, which may have been good after, let's say, queen at d5 blocks and then some sort of sacking. Okay, bishop at a4 covering here. Let's go bishop. If knight at c5, I'll have to take. Maybe shouldn't have gone for bishop at d4. Okay, now I'm going knight to d5 back, so I can move this bishop. Let's go queen here to cover c5. Yeah, now I can take the queen with check. That should be really good. Let's go queen at d2. If you take, I take here. And that should be good for black, I think. But already ran out of time, so okay, that's fine. Okay, 44 for JK the Bullfrog. Chicken also not losing. Oh, they're playing each other now. And Chicken won. So they are both on 44 now. And I have to play Chicken Crossroads again. Okay, got nice chances last game against him. So we'll see what he decides to go for now. Okay, so pretty standard stuff so far. And now it's usually who would like to break first. Okay, let's just go for pawn g5 again. The same idea as before. And maybe go pawn at d4 now in between, if he decides to go for the same stuff. To not allow bishop takes f2. Or go knight at g4. Oh, that was a slip. Probably because I was selecting this pawn. But okay, it happens. Maybe we can create something, but probably my dark squares are now much too weak. Much weakened. Because knight at f2 now is good. Let's see if there's some sort of trick here. Let's try to counterattack. I think bishop here first is the way to go. Maybe it wasn't. I had to go with the pawn there, I guess. But alright, let's continue. Because there's still some hope. But now probably he can sack the queen. Well, time is getting low as well. Tough. Okay, let's put in a defensive piece there. Probably he can just block, but it also gained some time. And it's covering G2 as well as F2. I got him on time. Nice. Okay. That was lucky that I could have found a defense there, or found a defense there. And well, it's also good for the tournament, for my tournament as well, but also for Chicken losing a game there. Okay, this berserk stuff again. There we go. You always have to sack the rook, so you can just expect him to do that. Okay, let's go rook at f5. Sacking the rook back wasn't my intention, but oh well. Knight at d7 is coming. So let's try not to lose this. Then I just have to be quick. Let's go rook g6. That gains some time defensive wise. Queen h5 is really good. Mates me. Okay, well done by him. The immediate karma of always saying sack the rook. Yeah, indeed. Okay, David, let's see. Knight f6. Yeah, this is fun. These lines are funny. I feel like always get nice positions out of this. Maybe d6 is interesting. Don't know. Okay, he's not going for it. But then I'll take this knight shortly. First threaten the bishop. And I'll take the knight, and now we have some attack on e4. Let's go h5. Because it make it hard for him to cover e4. Queen f4 runs into knight g2. So basically he's losing e4. And then the rook hangs. Now we can attack on the new king side. He could try queen takes c7, but nothing's really there. Yeah, I'll sack the queen for the rook and threaten mate here and just defend, because I think he has no real attack. You could try maybe queen at e5 or something like that, but don't believe in that. We'll see what he's come up with. Just sacking a bunch of knights. Okay, I'll take them and still threatening mate, and if he covers, I have gained 2 knights, so that should be enough. Okay, so GCC has paused. I'm 8 points behind Chicken and JK the Bullfrog, who seem to be fighting out who will win this. But there's still some people rooting for me, thanks for that. Alright, Crazyhouse Reaper. Let's see. Okay, he's locking his bishop in. That should be a kind of mini advantage for me, could say. Let's take on d7 and just trade a bunch. Maybe go knight e5 next. Okay, he wants this. He could sack on g2, but I think if the queen is just too important. Okay, so he decides to part with it, but now I've solved this problem for now at least. Let's go bishop at d3, cover e2, threaten mate also. Okay, now if bishop takes g6, threatening mate as well, so no time for pawn at e2 stuff. And this should be winning. Bishop here cannot take because queen at g4. And this is a nice motif where you have to take, and then I go queen at g6. Okay, I go queen at g6 now, but the idea was to go takes, queen at g6, and then queen takes, winning back the rook. Okay, so 40 points. I'm JK and Chicken also not stringing together quick wins. I'm probably playing each other as well for some time. Let's see. Yasugi, normally you would expect him to be here, but he told us in the chat that he had an exam. So good luck to him. Alright, Chicken with black. Let's go for this sacrifice of pawn. Oh, this could be intended. Could also be a slip. Don't know. The automatic response bishop takes d6 ran into pawn at e5. Let's go for e5 here, opening up the bishop to h3 later on, because otherwise I'm just gonna get run over with pawn at h6 ideas, pawn at g5 ideas. And now he will attack me as well, but there at least are some counterplay options. Let's go here, trade queens. Okay, he defended. Let's go pawn at f5, cover up the bishop. Okay, now he's basically forcing me to sacrifice. Let's go pawn at e4, because I like this pawn here defending some important squares. Okay, let's take here. It's all looking a bit shaky. He's knight at b6 after knight takes g7. Okay, now let's just run immediately. Oh, but it's not working. Okay, well done by Chicken. Feel like the first game was the game where I had more chances And the second game against him I won, but this game was just going his way. Okay, so 10 points, that's a lot, but might be possible if I manage to beat them. Or they keep each other off streak, we'll see. Interesting tournament so far, happy with my play. Okay, he's going for a quick e5, which I recommend sometimes in my streams as well against this. Maybe I shouldn't recommend what to do against my own openings, but okay, he's playing this very nicely. I decided to go for this because I don't want him to give him that much material. Okay, now taking on f6 might be annoying. And taking on d5 after. Let's go. Because he only has a bishop now, so bishop at e2, just queen d2. It's all looking very shaky again. For example, there might this seemed fine. I think I can take. Yeah, I'll take here with the knight, and then mating squares are covered. Bishop takes, I guess. Okay, now I should be able to find mate here. Oh, he's not even threatening checkmate, so I can just take my time. That's nice. Because if he takes here, pawn d7 should win. Because then knight at f5 comes, and if he runs to g7, queen at f6 is mate, so he has to take. And then knights come in. Cutting off the king, forcing him back. Yeah, now this should be over. There we go. Queen at b7. Before I could make the move, he resigned. Okay, so Chicken is, it seems like he's losing another game. So JK, Chicken and I not on the streak. Could be that I play him again. Yeah, there we go. Let's go this like this again. Oh, he's playing it intentional. Let's go knight c6 now. Just quickly fix this. Not taking with the queen, of course, because that ran into all sorts of ugliness. Hey, Joanna, thank you for the bits and for the best wishes. So I've sacrificed a bunch of pawns and pieces, and he has now a lot of knights in hand, but we'll see. Okay, let's go here. I need to make use of these pawns. That's a nice spot by Chicken. Could not take the knight because rook at d8, and then king e7, queen takes d6 was made. So now I'll take the knight because knight c7 is always annoying, but him taking pawns is annoying as well. knight g6 might be prolonging the game some more. Let's go king d7, connect the rook to this square. Now let's resign, because I'm going to lose this and I need to regain points soon. Okay, the finisher also coming in for the battle for third place. And I haven't had a streak last few games, so we'll see. We'll try to regain that, but it's hard if you're playing every second or third game against Chicken Crossroads. Okay, CIW. I played him today some 3+2. So he may have looked at those games, but doesn't seem like it. Let's go knight g4. Let's take on f7 and then go pawn d5. I always like that kind of sacrifice, because if you get rid of this knight, there's also this knight takes d5 ideas, which are always interesting. Let's go knight f4, probably he'll sack the rook, but that's fine. Okay, he doesn't. Then we'll go knight takes d5 now. Trading the knight for a bishop and then going at this diagonal after that. Let's take. Wow, that's seems risky, but okay, it might be possible. Pawn at h2, I'll take the rook. So don't know what he had planned here. Knight at h3, nice move. I missed that. That's probably winning the game. Yeah, it is. Okay, well done by CIW. Nice sacrifice. I missed knight at h3 completely. Okay, let's go g6. We'll see how he plays this. Let's go bishop at g4. Giving up the bishop, not a good idea. I felt like I was falling for a trick, and there we go. Because yeah, okay, I've won the queen, or I gained the queen, but okay, let's resign this. Move on. I was checking that for that trick, but just in a slightly different manner, and I've just missed this completely. Okay, losing the last few games a bit too easy. 40 minutes to go. Let's focus. Burp cow. I've played a match with Burp cow before for the 1-0 Crazyhouse World Championship last year. 11-5 or 11-6 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so he's this nice pawn chain here. Normally you also include knight f4, knight takes g2. He didn't do that this time. So let's go knight e4 and not give him the option. Bishop b5 covering the pawn on d4. Okay, I fell for a trick there. Okay, let's go f3 because this is looking a bit too scary. Okay, knight f2. Let's put a bishop on f4 because, yeah, taking on h2 is just not going to be allowed. c4 quickly. This is looking shaky again. So therefore c4, not allowing any bishop at f4 stuff. Let's take. Pawn at e2 was threatened. Okay, now I'll take here. And now there's some safety, because he'll probably has to take back. I can go bishop at h4 and bishop g5 afterwards. Take here, go bishop g5. And knight at e4 I can just take. Okay, now I have knight takes and threatening the queen again. Step aside, otherwise there's a bunch of mating ideas. Let's go queen e2, threaten the bishop as well as pawn at d7. Yeah, I feel like I have to sack the queen here. Let's go rook at c8. And now bishop at d6, because then the coverage is broken. Okay, pawn here. Taking here maybe. Ah, too slow. Ah, damn. Bishop takes g3 and I was winning. But +1 increment, hard. Okay, so 4 losses. I probably can forget about catching these guys. But better for third, 5 points. Could go for that. Alright, Mario Arton. Very strong player. Most of the players playing here are strong, but he is tenacious, I think is a good word to describe him. He has this sacrificing idea on h6, where he always goes for. Okay, let's repeat. Don't really know what he's going to do next. Maybe he wants to go a knight at g5 and then taking on here as at some stage. But I think I'll go, if he lets me. Okay, he doesn't. I was going to say I'll go rook h8, but now I've lost a pawn, very important one. let's just take here. Let's go with the knight on h7, covering against knight at g5. He should take the rook. I'll go knight e2 and take back. But I'm losing the queen here. Okay, that's inventive. Now he has knight takes f7 in between. Okay, should have knight takes f7 was definitely mate, but probably he has found a mate here as well. Okay, good game. Okay, Legion. Let's see if Legion wants to berserk a game. If I can seduce him. Okay, there we go. And this should be almost made. Let's see, pawn here. Watch time though. There we go. Alright. Of course he doesn't have to berserk back. And then he probably just beat me easily, but... Okay. That broke the losing streak. Chicken Crossroads now on 64 and JK on 60. Two chicken small leads. Ah, we have the finisher. First time this arena. Normally I get a lot of games with him. Don't know what I'm doing here, but looks interesting. Probably not good. I guess he can even take on d8, yeah. Queen takes d7 is would be a nice one. This is fine as well. Okay, failed opening. And then you'll get punished against these 2500, 2600 players very hard. Alright, David. Let's see if we can make this the start of a good last half hour. Bishop c4, e5. Okay, I'll trade now. Go d5. Go knight at e6. I have to take back with the knight if he takes. I also have e7 first. Cannot yeah, you can take if you want, but knight e7. Cannot take back because you're pinned, so I'm winning the queen here. And now I'll just harass g6, threatening to take and pawn at g6, so you have to go pawn at f7 here. So, or something like that. Okay, he doesn't do it, he decides to counter. Okay, let's take on e6. Pawn here, bishop at g6. If king h8, just rook at g8 should win easily. Yeah, and now if he goes here, queen at g4. And this queen is also coming in, if necessary. Alright, happy with that win. So very tense at the top, and the finisher after that win against me also on a streak maybe. So he could go for the tournament victory as well. Okay, Legion not going for a rover this game. Okay, let's go for this queen e7 line again. Knight at h4 covers against this. And now knight at d4. You cannot, or you can take it, but then you're sacrificing. And now I'm just going to arrest the queen a bit. Let's go queen c5. If you take, there's knight takes f3, king d1, pawn at d2 mate. And now there's taking, and knight takes f3. Probably just knight takes g1 should be good. Yeah, let's go knight takes g1. Pawn at e6. Feel like rook at d1 is winning. Yeah, rook at d1. Because knight f3. And d2 is covered by the knight, and the bishop is covering here. So queen at d1 is mate. Okay, so quick win there. 49 points. Fumitak's also coming in again for the battle for third. And we have this player again. Playing the Sicilian, which if you are relatively new to Crazyhouse, I wouldn't recommend you to play. I may have botched this a bit though. Let's go f4. I messed this up. I was playing a bit too loose. But alright. We'll try to manage. Let's go pawn at h6 to cover up the rook, because the rook will be very annoying. If he takes, I go pawn at g7, and then the rook has to move from the g file, and that's what I want. Okay, so let's go knight takes e6. Because knight c7 is on. If pawn here, just move back. Okay, that's a nice move. Now my queen isn't covering d8, which was one of the ideas after this sequence. But now the queen is defending very nicely, so I'm happy with the turnout here. Trying to arrest this rook. Could also take on a8 at some stage, but rook at d6 would be very nice. Okay, let's go for rook at d6. And bishop f6. And rook d8 is mating. Okay, that's a 4 points. So let's see, Chicken and JK both on 64, the finisher on 59. 25 minutes to go, so could still change, but JK the Bullfrog and Chicken Crossroads still in the lead. We have black against JK the Bullfrog again. Let's go e5 here. Knight at h5, very annoying again. Let's see, it takes, knight takes. Might be survivable. Let's do it. And then just pawn takes. And if pawn at c7, there's queen at e5. Because pawn c7 would be very annoying. Let's go bishop b4. And bishop back. I'll have to sack here. But okay, this is looking bad for me again. Yeah, I've run into mate again. Okay, well played again by JK the Bullfrog. He just gives me the feeling that I have nothing to gain against him, and that's a hard. It's most of okay, it's skill, but it's also psychological effect against him, which is a weird phenomenon, but. It may also just be an effect that can be proven. I don't know. Okay, he can take e5, but then I can take h6. Okay, now I'll sack on e7 to break things open. And with this sequence, if he takes, now I can threaten the queen. He could go bishop at e5, but I can just repeat. I was just briefly looking at knight at e7, but this is fine. Okay, let's take the queen. And knight at f6. Let's go bishop here, because now queen at a7 is mate. If he covers that, knight h5 is probably mating as well. So hard to deal with both those threats. Okay, the finisher, very good streak on 3 points from Chicken Crossroad and JK the Bullfrog. And we have Legion again, let's see. A berserking. Alright, I'll berserk. Gotta play fast, this one. Okay, winning the queen. And mate, okay, nice. Happy with that. Thanks for the follow, Ivan Ilosh. Okay, so JK 70 still ahead, but the finisher overtook Chicken Crossroads. 20 minutes to go. Tough. Okay, John Stocky, who might be my next Crazyhouse World Championship opponent. Let's go for pawn c3 here. Feel like going for an extra queen, but that probably isn't wise. So let's castle here. Bit funny looking. The idea is just to sidestep this and go for some knight takes d4 ideas. Knight at d5, good move though. Yeah, he's finding the good moves here. Bit too frivolous this play by me this game. Okay, queen takes f6, this might work. Because knight takes d4 is the idea. Okay, let's go. Ah, he has found king d1, that's nice. But it's okay, still not over. May not have been necessary to sack the queen, but felt like it was. Nah, and he found bishop a3, so now it should be over. Good game by John. Is there any book on Crazyhouse or Bughouse? Is Ivan Ilos asking. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I don't know where to find it. But I think there was this guy on Fix earlier who wrote a book, or at least some articles on Bughouse. But you'd have to maybe Chuck Moulton knows. You can ask Chuck maybe. I think he's called Chuck Lemogne on Lead Chess. He might also be listening in. But he also has his Twitch channel, so you can ask him maybe. He is a very big Bughouse enthusiast. On Crazyhouse, I don't know if there are articles written. There are some people who've done a lot of videos, and there's this blog by OK as well with a lot of interesting material, which you can check out, but not really like a book as a chess book. Okay, so back to this game. We have Burp Cow. And I'm just playing some opportunistic game here. Probably e5 is good. Okay, he takes. And now there's queen takes d6 at least, so that's something. Let's go knight e7 in between. Okay, let's sacrifice the queen. Probably not good, but we have to create some chances. And there's this bishop takes h6 idea, which is good, but okay, he believes me, so let's continue down this path. Bishop takes h6 is indeed very strong, because there's bishop at h6 to follow. This is nice. Yeah, sure. You can. I think you can post links. Thanks, Joanna, for the link. You should, or for this information. You should be able to find it if you Google George von Zimmermann. All right, Carl Legion. It's been a while since I've seen him play Crazyhouse. He used to be very active. Let's go pawn at h3 here. If he takes, there's this knight takes c3 sequence, which seems alright. Okay, now if he took back with the knight, that was just what I was about to say, then d4 is hanging. And well, now with the rook on g1, the king is just in really big trouble. And knight at f3 is a huge threat, for example. Or knight takes c2 and just taking the rook. Not much yet to show for. Okay, let's go queen at d5 to cover the knight. And then maybe take on g2. Depends a bit on where he blocks. Okay, he blocks there. So then now take on d2. Take here, knight at f3. Okay, now knight b4, attacking the queen, and if you take, there's knight takes c2, picking up the queen. And yeah, this is already looking very good for black. Because now there's some threats on c2, so you have to deal with that first. Okay, but Kyle ran out of time before he could deal with his problems. Okay, so the bullfrog. 7 points with only 10 minutes to go, or 11 minutes to go. That's might be sufficient. Also because the finisher and Chicken are not on streak. Whoa, Terra 87. Joining late, but very strong streak. Also beating from some very strong opponents. Performance 27, 20, 26, 27. Nice. Alright, Bughouse Knight. I've played some Bullet Crazyhouse with him and he's just lightning fast. And strong as well, so that's a deadly combination. Knight h5 might come. Yeah. Okay, let's go rook here and take on g2. Because the idea is probably takes and pawn f6. Okay, now I'll take here and go knight takes d4. I have knight takes c2. Yeah, let's go knight takes c2. Let's go pawn here, because then I can go pawn at d3 to arrest this knight again. I also had knight at e3. I missed that. That would have been strong as well. Okay, let's go bishop g4 then. Because if I take, there's pawn d7. Then I could go king f8 maybe. But it's annoying with these pawns dropping on f6 and h6. And now I'm just... Okay, I removed that threat. Okay, now I'll go for it. Because pawn d7, just king f8. Okay, this looks bad. This just loses a queen. Or gives me a very strong attack. Okay, let's just put knights on the board. Let's see, knight d3, yes, and knight e4, and knight c1. Queen c4, queen b4, okay. Knight c1 was a bit loose, I guess. Okay, let's go c6 now, to go queen here. Hey, Ominous, thank you. Alright, let's go. White against JK the Bullfrog, first time this tournament. Let's go for the psychological story I was telling before, that this should be the game to win. Knight takes f2 is nice. Let's take here. Probably have botched this already. Yeah, let's resign. Okay, knight takes f2. I responded weak. Yeah, he is ominous. I have such a hard time against him. Okay, he's still 7 points ahead. He was 5 minutes ago. But the finisher and chicken have the fire. So they might catch up. And it's not going to be it for me. 12 points. But maybe I could catch one of these guys. We'll see. Okay, let's berserk. Last 6 minutes. preventing him to castle. Okay, not anymore. Trying for some desperate quick attack here. It's basically all you can do when berserking. You need to create chances quickly. Okay, now there's some knight takes f6, knight at d7 ideas. Winning the queen. Okay, should run back here. Did not run back. Queen at g3 to finish. Or bishop at g3 to finish. Okay, happy with that. I actually didn't like that move, but okay, we'll go with it. Just giving away a lot of material now to avoid theory, which is not a good suggestion. And I don't have any counter play just yet. Yeah, that was the idea, Ominous, to not give him the time to think. I can just take that with this knight, yeah. Okay, let's resign. Wasn't gonna win that either. Okay, so one or two more games, so I guess JK will be winning this, and I'll end in 4th place. Yeah, because the finisher and chicken crossroads are playing each other now, so if the finisher wins and he wins a quick one after, he might get first. Okay, Kyle Legion berserking back, playing very quickly. Okay, watch out for taking here. Looks dangerous here, but my attack here is stronger. Yeah, okay, so chicken beat the finisher, so now definitely no chance of JK getting caught. Okay, we have our last game against the finisher. Let's see if we can end with a win. Let's play Sicilian. And go for d5. Let's go bishop d7, sack this knight. Bishop takes, I have to go pawn at e7, I think. Pawn at f6, you just take it, but it's looking a bit passive. We'll see, we might get some counterplay. Okay, let's give up the rook. Okay, he's going to mate me. Knight f6. Let's allow knight f6. It's a nice mate. Okay, good games. Okay, so I had a nice run. Had a good start, and then in the end also a nice few games. But against this field, it's just really hard to play against JK the Bullfrog, and yeah, basically the three guys who finished above me, and GSVC. Don't know if I played GSVC, probably somewhere in the beginning. Yeah, that's just one level above me, really, in play, and that's nicely depicted here. But yeah, happy to take on Legion and Fumitox and Die Blaue Saarbaka. It's nice. Those names, I'm happy to beat them more than lose against them. So congrats to JK the Bullfrog as well as to the finisher and Chicken Crossroads. And yeah, it was a nice tournament. Had some good games. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it here for tonight or today, wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Just going to announce the next stream will be the Crazyhouse Shield I spotted was going to be played, and well, it's a long tournament. It's 6 hours, as you can see. But I'm not going to play all the 6 hours, probably, because it starts when I'm usually going to eat dinner or something like that. But I intend to stream a big portion of this and maybe regain the shield, because I've held it before. We'll see how that goes. Alright, have a very good evening. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining me in the chat as well. Always like to see your comments, and hope to see you on Monday during the Crazyhouse Shield Arena. Stay